Everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Adriana. I'm from Argentina, and this is a VR to my dear friend Nova Mundi Tarot, and the hashtag is Editors Pick Decks. These are 15 prompts with some decks that I chose for you. So the first prompt is Inner Child Work, a deck you recommend for inner child healing, one that feels safe, nurturing, and playful, ideal for reconnecting with innocence, creativity, and emotional truth. I have chosen for this prompt Tarot de Luz. It's by Aitor Saraiva, Fournier production, and I think this deck is very sweet, it's beautiful, it has very soft images. I think it's ideal for inner child work. I have never made inner child work for myself, but I think it's a very nice deck to do this. So this is my first recommendation for you. And it's very beautiful. It has a lot of symbolism. And I think it's a very underrated deck also. So this is my first recommendation for you, the Tarot de Luz. And okay, I will put here. Prompt number 2 is Shadow Work, a deck that's powerful for helping readers face their shadows, honest, deep, and unafraid to confront the difficult. For this prompt, I have chosen the Dante's Inferno. This is not. Sorry, I make a mistake. Dante's Inferno Oracle cards from Paolo Barbieri. This is a shadow work deck. And this is a Lo Scarabeo production. Here the fascinating and symbolic descent into Dante's Inferno experienced through Paolo Barbieri's incredible illustration. This deck is, I think, very powerful for shadow work. It's very confronting, very dark, and I feel very, I think it's a very honest deck that confront you, and you need to be in the right place to read with this deck, honestly, because it's not gentle at all. So this is my recommendation for shadow work. I have a lot of shadow work decks because I really like to do shadow work, but I think this is the most powerful deck for shadow work. It's very strong, and the images are not for sensitive persons. Okay, so this is the Dante's Inferno Oracle by Paolo Barbieri. And prompt number 3 is Deity Work or Spirit Guides, a deck that serves as a spiritual bridge, perfect for working with deities, spirit guides, or higher realms. It holds sacred energy and supports devotional practice and or channeled messages. So for this prompt, so now the Oracle of the Hecatian Path. This is a Lo Scarabeo production. The authors are Ken Payne and Chris Butler. here it says, from the dark depths of the night sky emerges a unique oracle deck based on the figure of Hecate, the key bearer. So this deck is full of channeled messages from the goddess, and it's a very powerful deck. Also, I've been using this deck every day since I have, and I have a great connection with this deck. My clients are very happy with this deck also. And I think the keywords are very powerful. The artwork is amazing for me. The artwork speaks a lot. So this is my recommendation for Deity Work. I think it's a powerful deck. So it's the Oracle of the Hecatean Path, and prompt number 4 is Ancestor Work, a deck you suggest for connecting with ancestral wisdom, whether for lineage healing or honoring those who came before. This one opened the path to ancestral connections. Well, I have chosen a very underrated deck in my opinion, and this is Tarot de la Espiral Mística. It's a deck by Los Carabeo. In English is Tarot of the Mystic Spiral. And I think this deck is a wonderful tool for ancestral work, because the realms that this deck shows are very ancestral. Historical characters, myth characters, and the wisdom of the ancestral people. I think it's very amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And it's a very underrated deck. I think I only saw this deck only 1 or 2 times on YouTube, I think. So this is my recommendation for ancestral work. And number 5, Divination, a deck that excels in traditional divination, clear, direct, and accurate. This is your top pick for those seeking predictive insight or practical answers. Well, for this prompt, I have the Minchiati Alcinio. I think this is the best deck for divination ever. I really love this deck. It's one of the most used decks in my professional practice, and I use this deck for accurate readings, for yes or no answers, for predictive, for making predictions, and it's always right. It's always accurate. So I can't imagine without this deck. So this is my recommendation for Divination. Minchiate al Cigno by Lo Scarabeo. The next prompt is As Above, a deck that connects the reader to cosmic realms, ideal for soul work, life path exploration, or messages from the higher self. It speaks to the divine perspective. So for me, a deck for soul work is the Mother of Crows Tarot by Corrado Roy, and this is a Lo Scarabeo production also. Well, this is one of my favorite decks ever, and I feel very connected with this deck. I feel like this deck knows me a lot, and I can speak her language. I can speak the same thing this deck is telling to me. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel very I don't know how, sorry, I don't know how to put it in English, but I hope you understand me. This deck is amazing for me. He speaks to my soul. You know, I really like to do readings with it. It's profound, it's straight to the point, it's gentle, it's dark, but it's gentle at the same time. So this is my recommendation for this prompt, The Mother of Crows Tarot by Corrado Roy, a Lo Scarabeo production. The next prompt is So Below, a deck you recommend for grounded real-world readings. This one captures everyday emotions, human experience, and earthly wisdom with clarity and depth. And for this prompt, I have chosen the Earth and Bone Oracle by Syrian Shadow, Rockpool production. This deck, I really feel ground me. I use this deck with my clients a lot. Maybe every day I use this deck. And she has always the right words to say to my clients, the right message, and I think it's a deck very grounded and it's very profound and at the same time. It has keywords, very short keywords and straight to the point, and a title. So it's a deck for everyday questions and for everyday problems and all of this. Earth and Bone Oracle by Syrian Shadow. And the next prompt is a hug deck. A deck that offers emotional support and comfort, gentle, compassionate, and soothing, I think. This is a deck that feels like a warm hug for anyone going through a tough time. Well, for this prompt, I have chosen Into the Lonely Woods Oracle, blessings and messages for times of solitude and isolation. This deck says, with hope, kindness, and honest spirit-led guidance, This unique deck acknowledges the struggles of the human spirit and offers a pathway of light through the lonely woods of our lives. So, this is by Lucy Cavendish, sorry. And this is the back. And the artwork is so beautiful and gentle and soft. I feel very comfortable with this deck. Looking at the images, channeling messages with this deck. It's a unique deck, I think. Very, very kind and hug. So this is my recommendation for a hug deck, Into the Lonely Woods Oracle by Lucy Cavendish Dan May. And the next prompt is Feel Good Deck, a deck that uplifts, encourages and energizes, whether through color, artwork or message. This one is a perfect feel-good recommendation for readers who want joy and empowerment. And for this prompt, I have chosen the Queer Tarot. I think this deck is amazing. The colors are powerful, are very funny. These are the backs. And when I feel bad, I took this deck and immediately I feel better. It's a very nice deck. The colors are wonderful, are funny, are happy. I don't know. And I think this deck is a very underrated too. Very, very underrated. I don't know why, because it's beautiful. So this is my recommendation for this prompt, the Queer Tarot. And the next prompt is number 10, most versatile, a deck you recommend for handling any type of reading, love, career, shadow work, daily pulls, and everything in between. Reliable, flexible, and reader-friendly, this is the all-rounder that adapts to every situation. Well, for me, is the Morgan Greer Tarot, because this deck is very versatile and it's a very chatty deck for me. This deck likes to speak a lot. This is so versatile for me, and it's beautiful, it's colorful, it's very accurate, it's easy to read. So this is my recommendation for a very versatile deck. The Morgan Greer. And the next prompt is number 11, most inspiring, a deck you recommend to inspire creativity, intuitive flow, or personal transformation, whether it's the art, the energy, or the depth of the messages. This one sparks something powerful to the reader. Well, for me is the Mystical Moments Tarot by Catherine Wells-Stein. The artwork of this deck is amazing. I think it's a very powerful deck for creativity, intuition, to connect with the soul, the feelings. I think this deck is so beautiful. Sorry for the noise, it's my son. It's a deck to write stories. So this is my recommendation for this prompt. The Tarot of Mystical Moments. So, prompt number 12. Best for beginners. A deck you confidently recommend to someone just starting their tarot journey. Accessible, clear, and easy to learn with. Well, for me, is the Tarot Maria Celia and a Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot. So this is the Radiant Wise Spirit, but any RWS tarot is okay for me, and these are the best for beginners in my opinion. Obviously these are different systems, but I think you can start with any of these systems. So I really recommend starting with the classic Marcel, but you can start with whatever you want. So this is my recommendation for beginners, and Maria Celia Tarot and Radiant Wise Spirit. And the next prompt is number 13. Best for professionals, a deck you suggest for experienced readers who need depth, nuance, and strong symbolism. For me, I have chosen the Thought Tarot by Aleister Crowley. This is Arcanum Books. This is a Spanish edition, and I think this deck is a professional one. I don't know how to read with this deck, honestly, but I want to learn how to read with it. I really like the images. I really like this deck. It's a deck that is very powerful for me, but I don't know how to read with it yet. And it's a classic, but very difficult to learn. So this is my recommendation for professionals, the Thought Tarot by Aleister Crowley. And the next prompt, number 14. Witchy Vibes, a deck you have Witchy Vibes, a deck you recommend for those who love witchy aesthetics, moody vibes, magical symbolism, or spell work support, casting, altar work, etc. So for this prompt, I have chosen the Compendium of Witches Oracle. This is a Los Carabeo production, and I think this deck has these witchy vibes. This is a very soft and powerful deck at the same time. It's very earthy, very witchy. This is a perfect deck to make, to do rituals or make rituals. I don't know how to say, but I think it's a perfect deck to do rituals, to do spell work. To guide us on our journeys as witches, and also to do shadow work or deity work. It's a very beautiful deck. So this is my recommendation for Witchy Vibes deck. A Compendium of Witches Oracle. And the last prompt, Astrology Work, a deck for astrology lovers and cosmic seekers, one that waves planetary wisdom and archetypes into its structure. Well, I really don't know anything about astrology, and I have not any deck about astrology. But the only deck I have about astrology is this, the Herbal Astrology Oracle by Adriana Achales. This is by Hay House, and I think it's a really good deck. I don't know, it's very beautiful. It has the planetary I don't know how to rulers, the planetary rulers here, and it has the name of the plant and a keyword and the planetary ruler here. And I think it's a very accurate deck. I use this deck with my clients, for myself, to do shadow work, to do soul work. And it's a very profound deck. So this is my last recommendation for this hashtag. And sorry if I can't speak a lot, but you know, Spanish is my language, so I try to do my best. But sorry if I don't say the right words. So I hope you enjoy this video, my recommendations, and greetings for Nova Mundi, and thank you, Nova, for tagging me for this prompt. I really enjoy this video. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.